Fire destroys a Clinton County business. Today is Wednesday, April 24th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. A chance of showers and thunderstorms today, a high in the low 60s. Over a dozen fire companies from 3 counties were dispatched to battle an overnight fire at a Clinton County business. A third alarm was called this morning to Stoltzfus Butcher Shop at 1784 East End Mountain Road in Lamar Township. Crews from Clinton, Lycoming, and Center counties were on the scene. This is a developing story. There were a few tense moments when volunteers were called to a brush fire in Lycoming County's Fairfield Township Tuesday afternoon. Sparks from a smoldering outdoor fire pit started the blaze. It quickly got out of hand and spread to a garage where a Mack truck was stored. The fire also threatened but did not damage a large tank of anhydrous ammonia. The Sun-Gazette reports while firemen were working on containing that fire, crews were called to a garage fire on McGee Road in Lycoming Township. That fire, which was considered accidental, was quickly extinguished. Williamsport police make an arrest in an armed robbery that occurred in November. Accused drug dealer Joseph Walder of the city entered the Puffs Express on Washington Boulevard and demanded money. He allegedly told the clerk he had a gun, although no weapon was seen. The robber fled the store with $284 and drove away in a minivan. He has been jailed since December for a parole violation, as well as charges of selling methamphetamine, and was recently arraigned on the newest charges from prison. A South Williamsport man nearly severed his foot in a hit-and-run accident. 34-year-old Travis Allen was impaired when he crashed his motorcycle at a high rate of speed into the back of a parked car on Maynard Street in Williamsport. His right foot was nearly amputated in the collision, but he kept going and fled to his home in Southside. Soon, first responders were dispatched to the home for a medical emergency, where they found Allen bleeding profusely from his right ankle. He later admitted to consuming 3 beers, and there was evidence of marijuana in his system. He's been charged with DUI, hit and run, and 4 summary violations. Property owners in South Williamsport may once again see a tax increase. The school board is considering the possibility of a 0.25 mil tax hike as they take a first look at their newest spending plan. The tentative increase equates to an additional $25 per $100,000 of assessed property. The mostly contested primary election is in the history books, and there are clear-cut races ahead. As expected, in the November election, Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Joe Biden will compete to be the next U.S. president. Democrat Bob Casey will face David McCormick for the U.S. Senate. Republican Dan User will face off with Democrat Amanda Waldman for a U.S. representative seat, as will Republican Glenn Thompson and Democrat Zach Womer. Pennsylvania law now permits a 4-day school week. Districts can choose between the 180 school days or the hourly instruction requirements. And how would you like to spend the summer eating ice cream every day? The American Dairy Association is hiring its first ever chief ice cream officer. The selected individual will go on a road trip throughout Pennsylvania, visiting creameries and dairy farms while eating ice cream along the way. During the road trip, they will vlog about their visits, document the journey, and create social media content. More information on how to apply is at americandairy.com. For the latest in news and events, head on over to northcentralpa.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.